Welcome to Howard's Opinion, the podcast where we dive into the latest and most intriguing sports stories. I'm your host, Howard, and I'm excited to share my thoughts with you today. We've got a thrilling matchup to discuss as the USA takes on Canada in the gold medal game at the Olympics. The stage is set for an epic battle between two hockey powerhouses, but what sets this game apart from their previous encounter at the Four Nations tournament? As we explore the key differences between these two teams, it's clear that injuries have played a significant role. The USA has managed to get healthy at the right time, with players like Charlie McAvoy and Austin Matthews back in action after dealing with injuries earlier in the season. On the other hand, Canada is struggling with health issues, particularly with Sidney Crosby and Josh Morrissey sidelined. The addition of new players has also shaken things up for both teams. The USA has welcomed Quinn Hughes, who's been a standout in the Olympics, and Taj Thompson, who's brought his size, speed, and stick-handling skills to the table. Meanwhile, Canada has introduced Macklin Celebrini, an 18-year-old NHL rookie who's already making waves with 5 goals and 10 points in Milan. As we examine these changes, it's evident that they could have a significant impact on the outcome of the game. Will the USA's newfound health and fresh faces give them the edge they need to take down their rivals? Or will Canada's experience and determination prove too much to overcome? We'll be discussing this and more in depth as we break down the matchup, but for now, let's just say that this gold medal game is shaping up to be an unforgettable clash of titans. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion, folks. We've got a jam-packed show for you today, and I'm excited to dive into our middle segment. Now, let's talk about the world of sports, shall we? Specifically, I want to focus on 2 stories that caught my attention recently. First off, we have Alphonso Davies, the Canadian captain who limped off with a hamstring injury during Bayern Munich's win over Eintracht Frankfurt. Now, this is a concern for Canada, especially with the World Cup just around the corner. I mean, you can't have your star player going down with an injury like that and expect to make a deep run in the tournament. It's just not ideal. And then we have the story about Inter Miami's pursuit of becoming a top-tier team in Major League Soccer. With Messi on board, they're certainly making waves, but it's not just about one player. They need to build a solid foundation, and that means investing in young talent and developing a strong squad. It's a challenge, no doubt, but if anyone can do it, it's Miami. Now, let's tie these 2 stories together. You see, when you have players like Alphonso Davies going down with injuries, it highlights the importance of having a deep bench, and that's exactly what teams like Inter Miami are trying to build. They want to create a system where they can withstand injuries and still compete at a high level. It's all about building for the future, folks, and I think that's what makes this sport so fascinating. The strategy, the drama, the ups and downs, it's all part of the beautiful game. So, as we head into the World Cup and the new MLS season, I'm excited to see how these storylines play out. Welcome back to the show, folks. As we wrap up today's episode of Howard's Opinion, I'd like to dive into the world of sports, specifically the National Football League. You may have heard the news that running back Javonte Williams has re-signed with the Dallas Cowboys on a 3-year, $24 million deal. This move comes as a bit of a surprise, given the team's recent history of letting their lead running backs walk in free agency. Williams had a remarkable season last year, rushing for a career-high 1,201 yards and 11 touchdowns on 4.8 yards per carry. His performance was instrumental in the Cowboys' 9th-ranked rushing offense, which averaged 125.6 yards per game. By re-signing Williams, the team is clearly looking to build on that momentum and create some stability at the running back position. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about the salary cap implications? The Cowboys are currently over the cap, but they do have some flexibility with their draft picks, including the 12th and 20th overall selections in the upcoming NFL draft. It'll be interesting to see how they navigate the offseason and make room for Williams' new contract. In related news, the Cowboys also have several other key players set to become free agents, including wide receiver George Pickens, safety Donovan Wilson, and defensive end Jadeveon Clowney. The team will need to make some tough decisions about who to prioritize and how to allocate their resources. As we look ahead to the 2026 NFL season, it's clear that the Cowboys are trying to turn things around after 2 consecutive losing seasons. With Williams back in the fold, they've taken a significant step in the right direction. But there's still plenty of work to be done, and I'm excited to see how the team shapes up over the coming months. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep your head in the game.